Jumbo. This is Father Louis Skirty saying hello in Swahili. My guest, once again, this is the fourth episode because there's so much information that I'm fascinated with Father Emmanuel. Welcome, Father, again.
Thank you very much.
We're here in Florida, but Father is from Tanzania, and we've been talking about that. If you want to know past backgrounds, just go into the search bar on Friends of the Word, and you can just put Father Emmanuel's name, and you'll get all those past episodes. Our episodes, the last one went like longer than we usually do 10 minutes, but he's so fascinating. I think we did 25. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is Father studying computer science in the United States to go back to Africa and teach it there. But one thing I have to say, he said it more than once before the episodes, he's never done this before. So he's never been on camera before.
Yes.
And you know me, I've been on camera for a long time. So Father's never been on camera. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll send these episodes to Africa via internet.
Okay.
So somewhere, maybe a diocese, the bishop can watch it, or who knows what. Okay. Does your bishop speak English and Swahili?
Yes.
Good. Okay. I've discovered that people in Africa speak a lot more languages than I do, and it's fascinating what they do and how they're involved with spreading the word of faith. Your bishop sends you here to study computer science. Okay, now fill in the blanks. Why?
Yes. The internet, the impact of internet is inevitable in the life of today. If you want to be in contact with every place in the world, you need internet, you need computer. It's true that it's about 14% of the Tanzanian they have electricity, and then less than that they have accessibility to computer. But still, in the towns they have accessibility to internet, and we must be prepared to live that reality which is in the world today. The evangelization is also done through internet.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The education can get through internet, and so the church in Africa is also responding to that need.
Beautiful.
That's why it is needs to train people who will also in turn train the others, and that will be useful for the church in Tanzania, in Dodoma, and everywhere. So responding to that challenge, when we in the church of today need to use the mass media, need to use the technology. At the same time, to employ a person trained in that field, it's costing.
Oh, sure, sure.
It's much easier to train some of the priests to do also that mission.
Yeah, double duty.
Yes, exactly.
They get more for their buck. That's all right. That's all right. That's what we're here for.
So I believe that vision, that great vision, my bishop had it, and he put it into practice.
Great. Are there more than, how many priests are out there studying internet? I mean, computer science.
I'm only one.
You're the only one here.
The only one
okay.
Now. Yeah.
So you got quite a job when you go back.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I will do what the bishop wants.
Sure.
Because I need to respond to the need of the church, and I think he's ready to do that.
Yeah, he seems to be well into 21st century.
Yes.
And to have that kind of vision. How do you think you will be evangelizing through internet? How will you spread the gospel through the internet? Any ideas yet?
I believe I will be doing, first of all, to teach people to use it.
Okay.
Where I will be, to teach people, to let them know about this wonderful instrument of evangelization. Second, how personally I will use it. I believe if I have accessibility, I will do what you are doing.
Okay, good. So we'll have the Father Emmanuel show from Tanzania. Yeah. Great. Yeah. And I'll come to Tanzania as your guest.
You are most welcome.
Great.
You are most welcome.
Jerry, pack the bags, we're going.
You will discover the beauty of Africa.
Oh, I bet. From Kilimanjaro
yes,
down. Oh.
And that's the way. Another thing of the internet is that we have so many works which can be done, creating different systems to solve many problems within the church administrations.
Mm-hmm.
All these activities can be done much easier and faster using computer systems.
Yes.
So not only the question of evangelization, but also administration and the education system in Tanzania need that. So I think that will work, even if not directly with the mass media, but will solve and
Yes.
help us.
Just remind our audience once again, how large is your diocese geographically? Is it miles, or how would you measure it?
We actually use kilometers.
Okay,
For
yeah.
instance, to move from the diocese, from the central part of the diocese, that the cathedral, to the remote parish, which is Mbuga parish, it will take about 12, 14 hours drive.
Wow. So that's
then,
driving from
it's,
New Jersey to the Carolinas.
Yes. But I think the big issue is that the roads are different from what,
Oh, I bet.
what we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
here. Yes. So geographically it is big. It's huge. And it needs so much resources to serve the people.
Right,
We
right.
need so much resources. But also another advantage of the internet, I will say, is to make also the world know about Africa,
Yes, yes.
about Tanzania. You see, sometimes we look at Africa as a village, but Africa is a very big continent which has about 56 countries with
And we don't
different
think about that
languages.
here.
And we have a population of about 1.2 billion, and the majority are young people. So all this calls to respond to the challenges. We need the computer technology.
Absolutely.
We need it.
It's funny, when I was at the university, we had what we call ethnic masses, universality masses. So one year, this week was African Heritage Night. So we invited a priest from the diocese. I didn't know him, but my associate contacted him,
Yes.
and I really can't say where he's from. I don't know where he's from. But he was a very nice guy. He came in very more dressed up than I.
Yes.
Big collar,
Yeah.
cufflink. Oh, so
Yeah.
fancy. So we set a table
Yes.
in the student center. It was
Yes.
rather simple.
Yes.
Some of the banners were African art,
Yeah.
and somebody had brought a cloth from Kilimanjaro, as a matter of fact.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Reggie brought a cloth, and it was beautiful. That was on the table,
Yeah.
and I had a wooden cup, a wooden chalice,
Yes.
and a wooden plate for the Eucharist.
Yeah.
And he was insulted.
Mhm.
He says, I'm not going to use wood for the precious blood. He says, and this, why is this on the altar? We hang these out the window. I said, oh, God. I says, sorry, but I didn't know your culture, but I'm trying to do something African here for
Yes,
decoration.
yes.
So two things. One, he has his own ideas as to how to celebrate and how to not reach out to the people, but that's my opinion. But two, it shows my ignorance, like Africa's Africa.
Yeah.
But how many billion people? 2 billion people?
1.2 billion.
Yeah, and it has so many cultures that come out of there.
Yeah, that's true. There is one thing we talked on the previous talk about inculturation.
Yes.
The inculturation also brings different dynamics and challenges. When we do inculturation, it is very critical to design what should be involved and accepted in the church and what should not be accepted in the
Right,
church.
right.
For instance, in Tanzania, there are songs which can be sung in one diocese, but they cannot be accepted in another diocese.
Because of the tribal.
Simply
You go ahead.
because of the perception of the acts. For example, if you dance in the church,
Yes.
in one place it can accepted to
Sure.
dance during the song, during your victorious songs, but in other they will say no. Why? Because of the interpretation of the gestures they are involved in the song.
Okay.
So with this diversity of cultures brings also a great challenge. What are the categorical or the criteria to say this is accepted and this is not
Right,
accepted?
right.
And that's where the church work very hard to design
yes.
and say this yes and this no.
Yeah,
So
we-
I can imagine the experience of that friend of yours.
No,
Eh,
not a friend. An associate. That's
Okay.
interesting. That's fascinating because that gives me even more insight how he was
Yes,
like
yeah.
scandalized.
Yeah, so it will depend with his culture and what the church in that place is speak about that one.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's a good insight. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm always ready to learn something new. This has been 4 wonderful episodes with Father Emmanuel, originally from Tanzania, studying here in the United States in Florida at St. Leo's University. I think you've given our audience so much information, and if because of a language barrier you didn't understand everything Father was saying, play it over. That's the advantage of computer science today. Just play it over, and you'll understand it. I mean, we've been together a few times, so I don't hear it. I hear an accent, but it's an accent. I have an accent too. a Jersey accent, they say. God bless you, Father.
Thank you.
This has been Father Louis Scardy and Father Emmanuel, wishing you peace and goodwill and blessings. Share your faith with one another as the communities of Tanzania and the diocese the Father comes from share through the laity. The power of the church is in the hands of the laity, and we are the body of Christ together. God bless you. Keep the word alive and well. Let me hear from you, Father Lou Scardy at hotmail.com. God bless you.